All right, well, this is a pretty good crowd. I'm going to make mine pretty short because basically a lot of things have been said, and that's great. We started here in the Rogue Valley 25 years ago. We started with like a half an acre. There's a lot of hungry people out here. We now farm 90 acres and could do a whole lot more because we pretty much sell everything we grow. I looked on my sheet the other day, and yeah, it was 61 different varieties of stuff that people eat, what we grow. And that was even surprising to me. It was, and that's not the flowers. We also have like 10 acres of different flowers that we grow, that we sell here in the Rogue Valley and beyond. So it's a pretty water dependent kind of deal, and definitely water dependent and climate dependent, excuse me. So what we're going through now, like Ron alluded to, is definitely a change in what we're used to, and I guess that's why we're all here. So for me, this climate thing all started in the 70s, late 70s, early 80s, with a gentleman named Rolling Thunder, a Cherokee medicine man that used to do talks like this, and we'd go with him, and we'd prayed through San Francisco and different communities with him, and we were part of an entourage that would sit there and do these kind of talks, and he would speak about climate change. And, in the early 80s, everybody was pretty much deniers, and it seemed really strange to him because in his world, he's a Cherokee medicine man, he's seeing what was predicted to him. So that was pretty much his message. Things changed, we'd all moved forward, and here we are. His approach was offense. We need to change carbon-based vehicles. We need to pay attention to our environment, take care of your forests, all the things that all these great speakers have talked about. And pretty much none of that happened. So now we're in a defensive mode where we have to think about how we're going to survive this, if indeed this is truly our path that's going to happen here. Rolling Thunder always spoke of everything is subject to change. So hopefully we can get some of that going on. As a small farm, there are a few drawbacks to this weather. The biggest one I got written down here is it's hot. And for a small farmer, what a lot of them do is they go to the growers' markets and they try to sell their stuff there. And obviously, when the heat is on and the smoke is everywhere, you don't want to go to a grower's market. So basically, your customers don't show up. That's tough. Irrigation is a big issue. Ron talked about that a little bit. The WISE project is something that is on the forefront of what we need happening here in our valley. The WISE irrigation project is one of the smartest, best things this valley can do for agriculture. Everybody needs to pay attention to that. It's crucial for what's happening. Steve, our friend who works in the WISE project, will be talking here later, I understand. Pretty good guy. When it's hot, it's hard to sprout seeds. You got to pay attention to that. You got to use your water smart. Our farms are 90% on drip irrigation. Talk about mulch. We use plastic mulch. My farms are all certified organic, and plastic mulch is allowed. It, we clean it up. We try to recycle it. It's all a nightmare. But we conserve a lot of water that way. Plastic mulch with dirt paths to keep the weeds out. Works really good. Drip irrigation, very difficult. Like Ron says, when they clean the ditches, my filters are cycling constantly. The WISE project, very important issue. We really depend on all of you to get out and talk to your legislatures, state and local, state, local, and federal. All the water is regulated by the federal government. They're the ones that can throw the money at these big projects. We need to write our legislature about things. Carbon tax, probably something nobody wants to talk about. It's a good deal. We have to move forward with the carbon tax issues. We got to get away from carbon fuels, get into more renewables. Come on, people, it's time to wake up and move forward with this whole thing. It's time everybody starts talking about that. This is ridiculous. This has been going on for a long time. Now we're playing defense. Glaciers are melting. Everybody's standing around going, you really think that's for sure? You really think that's real? Yes, it is. And if we're a human race, it's time we start taking care of stuff. You know, food is the biggest thing that we got to keep us going. If we don't take care of our small farms, if we don't take care of our irrigation system, this valley has the best irrigation system. Our forefathers built this system that's awesome, but it was built, how long ago, Ron? 100 years ago?
Big increase was 1920s.
You know, here we are in the 21st century and we still got open ditches. The squirrels leak, the squirrels dig up into the ditches. We got moss that crowds the water out of the ditches. The moss literally grows in a ditch and displaces the water. We need to pipe those ditches, man. So that's about all I got to say. I really appreciate y'all doing the hard work that you do. And I know you're all going to keep eating organic food. Thank you very much.